Welcome to Miss Market Uptrend. Today is 30 December of 2022, and we'll have some wrapped up about the GDP, CPI, and the oil price this week. The first one, GDP is expected to increase by 8% in 2022 compared to the previous year, reaching the highest increase in the period 2011 to 2022 due to the economy's recovery. The agriculture, forestry, and fishery sector increased by 3.36%, contributing 5.11%. The industry and construction sector increased by 7.78%, contributing 38.24%, and the service sector increased by 9.99%, contributing 56.65% of the total added value of the economy. When the COVID-19 epidemic is under control, commercial activities and consumer service would then rebound strongly in 2022. Total retail sales of consumer goods and service increased by 17.1% in the first quarter of 2022 compared to the same period last year. In general, total retail sales of consumer goods and service increased by 19.8% in 2022 compared to the previous year. To be more specific, domestic rice price increased in line with export price. Consumer demand for glutinous rice and delicious rice increased during the holidays and Tet, causing rice price in 2022 to increase by 1.22% compared to 2021, leading to an increase in CPI of 0.03 percentage points. The price of food items in 2022 increased by 1.62%, making CPI increase by 0.35 percentage points, of which the price of beef increased by 0.8%, the price of chicken increased by 4.29%. Housing and construction materials price in 2022 increased by 3.11% due to the increase in cement, iron, steel, and sand price, in line with input materials price, causing the overall CPI to increase by 0.59 percentage points. The price of educational service in 2022 increased by 1.44%, making the general CPI increase by 0.08 percentage points, because some province and centrally run cities increased tuition fees for the 2022-2023 school year. Also, according to the General Statistic Office, the impact of the increase in petrol price led to an increase in airfares this year by 25% over the previous year, train fare by 10.96%, passenger car fare by 12.15%, and package tour price increased by 8.27%. Rental housing price fell 1.83%, causing the overall CPI to decrease by 0.01 percentage points. Price fell mainly in the first months of the year due to the impact of the COVID-19 epidemic. And lastly, about the oil price. The oil price fell on Wednesday, December 28, as an investor was concerned about a rise in the number of COVID-19 infections in China, the world's top crude oil importer, against the possibility of loosening pandemic control measures in the country will boost energy demand.